watch creation occur in a way that has never occurred before. A love story where everyone awakens as one, where the circuit has been completed, and an even grander creation begins. And this unfoldment on planet Earth is the grandest event which has ever occurred in all of creation. A new reality is here.
Welcome everybody! Happy Third Eye Chakra Day. Happy end of Mercury retrograde.
God, please.
In the last minute we realized we need to charge our phone because we do want to get live for our friends on Telegram. Here we go. Love you all.
Woo.
Deep
Okay.
breath.
Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us on this lovely Saturday
We love you, Telegram.
of service. All right, here we go.
Welcome.
Let's dive in.
Love you, Daryl. Love you, Candice. Danielle, Marcel, already on Facebook. Ooh, I have to.
Sharing is caring.
Yes.
We love you all. Thank you for joining us. Please share as far and wide. Grab that link and don't be a dink. Maybe that's my thing now.
Don't be a dig.
Don't be a dink. That's funny. It came back to me. That's from like 4th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like an unwell dressed person or something like that. That's what it means.
Interesting. That's funny.
So yeah, thank you all for being here, and let's share it far and wide so everyone can hear the beautiful blessings of abundance and love, and let's ascend. Let's do this together.
Truth and
Woo!
joy and love.
Love you, Booby. Woo!
Welcome, Booby. And welcome, Charity. Love you, Jenna.
Shout out,
Love you
shout out.
all. Laurie, Elise, Patricia, Leona, and Anna on Telegram. Awesome. Well, what a day. How are you guys feeling?
Woo!
It is the 3rd day of 20 interesting portal days, you may say, between the 2nd and the 22nd of February. Ding. Amping up. Energies are being pushed, are coming in. We really gotta stay grounded.
Woo!
And enjoy the ride.
It is wild right now.
Yep,
And
that's the title.
The whole thing is, for me, is just the Schumann right now. Like, totally.
We want to just show that right
Just
now.
put that up there. We'll come back to it. We'll circle back to the Schumann because that's what it's really. This is where I feel science enters spirituality. Here you go, black void. Yes.
Black void, hold on, let me
As
fix
we
that
exit the black void into the beautiful rainbow
one. Whee! There
portal,
we go.
which is the Wizard of Oz. You know, she goes out of the black and white into the rainbow
Yay!
color.
Oh, that's so true.
Charity says, "Breathe out." Thank you, Charity.
Candice, major head pressure and fatigue. Feeling peace and gratitude. Yes, that's the wild thing about it. Like, I woke up twice tonight and just had this weird fatigue feeling, but like nothing really physical. Like you could feel was just that energy moving. So a lot of aware breathing, and it does feel really peaceful and, you know, just grateful for it after all. Because if you look at the Schumann, we did have the portal day, and then the day after there are those like really, really big spikes, some big white energies pushed through, and since then, especially this like top horizontal lane, it's just like more intense, more present, and yeah, that's what we've been saying. That's what Mom's been saying. That's what so many channelers, astrologists, and people all around the globe say. Like, we're ascending, and
Are
it's
we?
getting only more and more intense.
Really?
Yay!
Are we ascending? I hope we are. I hope that we all are making choices
love you,
that
Penny.
ascend us. Love you, Penny. Yeah, I hope that we're all just being happy with life. That's really what it comes to, is that we have to be happy with the life that we're living, and the choices that we're making, and that we're leveling up. And we've been getting a lot of syncs with decisions that we've been making that are in some ways scary. Like, oh no, like maybe, I don't know, shouldn't we? And then I've learned that that's going to come in harder as you go further into your gratitude, your joy, your abundance, your higher energy, your dreams, the things that you're envisioning that are real, that you deserve too, and unworthiness, I feel, is still a big thing. I feel, especially through a lot of stuff that's happened recently, I feel a lot has just like bubbled to the surface.
Yeah, sure,
and people are like kind of like, oh God, and I feel a lot of, it's a big balance between being, I feel, especially for myself, this is the biggest spiritual dichotomy, is being unworthy and also being entitled. It's the biggest thing, because it's like two opposite ends of like the same type of underlying energy of like a judge and a victim. And that like you deserve it, and you really don't, versus like I don't deserve it when you really do.
Right.
So yeah, just living your life, your best version, your greatest and grandest version. What does that look like? And I pray that looks like what we've seen already as a realized being that is, we were just talking about Zelda. This is a good one that involves courage and wisdom and power. And that's interesting that they use power, because I feel it's just divinity, it's love, and in and of itself, though, it's will. And that's what we've been experiencing. That's what everything's been showing us, is that there's always that opponent, there's always that ego, there's always that source that isn't going to get anything from source. It wants to be its own source. That's the whole story that keeps playing out over and over again. I want to be my own source of energy. Well, that seems really counterintuitive to creation, because because the point is everyone shares the same piece, and that is the source. That's namaste. That's the point. That's why we're in reincarnation, right? That can happen because there is that one piece of just love, just everything, just your soul, your source, right? Come on, your soul, your piece of source. And there's always been different perspectives on how the soul it exists. And I just see it as like the universe is, which is that it's just a fractal. It's a microcosm of a macrocosm, like on a grand scale, like all of the known creation is just like atoms, and then like you are one atom, and you're also all of creation all at the same time. How was your deck going?
And that's like, I feel it's really a big one, because looking at simple facts of like what we have involved into, it's this like complete cycle of treatments, for example, that are being, or situations that are being created by something that wasn't natural in the first place. So something man-made that creates within us diseases, for example, that haven't been there before. And there's like this big gap in the medicine of 3D towards like the oneness that you explained, of like just a huge thinking I know better than. Like the whole medicine is kind of like laid out to literally play God and create scenarios to then heal scenarios, which both ends make money. There's all those cycles of like evolutions that science and medicine is bringing, that isn't including the fact of a whole system as we are, which is more than a physical vessel. It's more than physical symptoms. And it's way more than physical reasons. That's like, on a frozen lake, the little layer on top, it just snowed, the little snow layer on top of the frozen lake. That's the physical symptom. That underneath this like frozen surface is a whole freaking ocean of energy that is manifesting in those symptoms. No one is talking about that. So it creates this huge thinking I know better, thinking I can, control diseases without having the awareness of its true origin. So it's like, you'll stand here in this room, for example, and you look at the bottom and you're like, oh, it's wet right there. Like water is dripping like right there. Let me clean up. And you clean up like right down there and you put in the bucket and you walk away and you're like, nice, the floor is not getting wet again. But you don't look up at the bigger picture and realize there's a whole freaking leak in the ceiling. And that's kind of how it is. Like if we get over full with energies we've been holding on to internally, we allow it to manifest in physical symptoms. So it's been really the past couple of days, and I feel really since the 2-2 portal, more and more energetic awareness coming in, at least for me, and more beings that have like really extreme physical purchase, where for example, energies that haven't been fully dissolved and now to fully upgrade, to fully come online with the light body, those blocks and those energies that we just contracted to allow as well in our body. We contracted to the experiences we had, those wounds and pains and hurts, and maybe the moments we hurt other people, we have to forgive ourselves. Like all those things is stored up in the body, and it's time to really allow that awareness to come in, to allow that bigger picture to come in, and to, I'm sorry, but say F you 3D medicine system. It's literally a spiral of creating problems and trying to heal problems. Break out of that, cycle of even being like, all right, well, this is how I live now. Like, this is the disease I have, or, those are the medications that help me. And then they're, accepting that as normal. It's not. But to really get rid of those, physical symptoms and however they manifest, we have to dive into a deep journey of soul healing, of realizing that, yes, within us, there is like the story of the two wolves, the light and the dark. And we gotta face the dark, face those energies, those pains, those things, we don't want to talk about. Yesterday it was interesting. He just mentioned, so how is your relationship with your mom? And the first thing is like, I had this like glob in my throat and teared up, and I was like, all right, thanks. Like there is definitely something deep for me to look at. And that's something that I just, really would love to put out for everyone. Like, dive into learning who you are in your higher aspects and realize who you're not in your lower aspects. And we're here going through the same journey, having the same programs like everyone else to work through. And those gatherings are here to really like get on the page together, help each other out, help bring awareness, and help get finally rid of any and all artificial programmings that is not God's design, of lower energies that constantly play out. Let's break that cycle together and really dive into the deep inner work.
Oh my.
I love you all. That's awesome. I love this day. Scientology. No, this is not Scientology.
Oh.
We're not Mormons either.
You're gonna actually answer.
It's a funny guess game.
It's a funny guess game. These people obviously are not happy.
Love you all.
Because I just don't understand.
We're just here to represent love.
We're just here.
As simple as it.
Everyone's got so many ideas and perspectives.
I know, don't label. Didn't we have that yesterday?
Yeah, the whole label thing.
Oh, that was
labels
awesome.
And what's this and what's that,
yeah.
and like coming at, and just like, I just know that there's disingenuousness here. So I'm just going to move along with that
Such a
because
fool.
we're all just living our life. I don't know what everyone's dealio is. They have some, I guess it's like everyone wants to be a superhero now. Everyone wants to fight something, you know, and there's nothing to fight anymore. I don't know why everyone wants to do that, because that's not helping. You know, we're here to just, I don't know how to explain it anymore. I don't know what else to say, because it's just like everything's so off base, and like how it actually is going on, and like where we're at in life, and everyone has this perspective, and it's just like everyone has gurus and masters that they have followed, listened to, you know, seeked out, because everyone's looking for love, and sometimes in all the wrong places. And I feel that no matter what the point is are
Under
you
all the wrong labels.
on their
Sorry
own?
to sort of-
Yeah, no, it's
that's
true.
the
Like
thing,
not
yeah.
only in the wrong places, it's because of the labels, because it's mislabeled, and yeah, it's just like I got a whole thing. You know, it's a whole thing going on, and I'm not an admin, so if any of the team out there, you know, wants
I
to.
feel it's, I don't know.
Oh, it's just
I don't know.
ridiculous. You know, I haven't had this experience in a while.
Boom.
But, you know, simply put, we all are looking, that's at least my experience, you know. I've always been looking for masters, people with wisdom, you know, experiences, to learn. So, you know, I'm just living my life and a part of multiple different things, you know.
And the beautiful thing is, like, we're all those masters. Like, that's I feel this big message that we learn from a being that was able to simply anchor in a huge amount of an amazing, you know, essence, like prime source essence, just coming through with a lot of wisdom. Ding. And one of them is empower yourself.
Yeah.
You are God with God. There is a divine mother, there's a divine father, and
There's a divine
that's
you.
something that I learned from, you know, I feel like 7 years ago by now, where I like really dove into the very, very, very old religions or beliefs, or however you want to call it, before even, you know, the Bible and all that kind of stuff. And there was a mother and a father. There was, you know, divine parents. And we come to realize that as within, so above is ultimately amazingly true. And above means there's a divine mother and there's a divine father and there's the divine inner child. So we all have the feminine and masculine energies within and a inner child. And we grew up in a system and society created to literally have those experiences that create fear, that create, you know, wounds, that create, you know, like me, for very example, like I've been very shut down as a child.
Yeah.
Very controlled, very limited. Like you didn't have much to say. You had to be, you know, still and nice and all that kind of stuff. And very kind of like old school. And it's interesting to, you know, feel into the experience that then, you know, my parents had as children or your parents had as children, and really being honest to what did I see and experience as a child? Did I had parents that were able to, you know, kind of love each other, and having the awareness that we all have some sort of wound that we bring into a relationship. So even our parents, the way they communicate, that's the way that we communicate. Now, that's how we learn to express love or simply not express love, depending on how your experience was. And in these moments where literally the planet is ascending, so all wounds, pain, suffering, hatred, separation literally comes to an end, we have to be able to shield from the external chaos and the external happenings, because there's just so much going on. And yes, the darkness is literally showing itself. It's coming up right now. But the true, like, true service to love that we can do right now is internally healing and finding newer levels of compassion, finding newer levels of forgiveness. And we had an experience yesterday where, you know, I was triggered, and I don't remember like the full thing, but in the end, like, I was triggered, he was triggered, and then you could really see like this typical thing of energies kind of like fighting each other. And we gave each other space and then came back together to like just talk. And the best advice that I've, you know, in that moment could have gotten was from Hope, where she said, like, no matter with who you're with, if it's your family, your partner, your friends, at work, whatever, every experience is here to teach you and your diamond heart a deeper level of self-love, self-forgiveness, and compassion that you then are able to share with the other being. And to really look into like what is unconditional love with zero conditions, zero expectations. It's something we don't know yet, but I'm really excited to get to.
We don't know yet. I have felt it.
Yes.
I've tapped upon it, tasted, you know, that experience, and that's what I feel we're always getting back to. And I also feel that, again, like I've said before, you know, we're here to learn also what love isn't, so we can appreciate love even more. So yeah, we talk about beating around the bush, you know, in more of a way of you're doing your best to hit the center target, you know, like darts. And like you kind of have to experience the outer edge in a way to know exactly, you know, you're like, oh, little over, little down, little here, little there, boom. And I feel that's what we're going through. And for everyone out there that's really absorbing this and listening and appreciating it all and doing the work and going within.
Ooh, I love your tiger paw.
Yay. You know, and doing that is really showcasing themselves in a way that is going to be an example. And that's just the whole point, I feel. No matter who, what, when, where, why, we're all here to be the example now. So do what it is that you do that is being exemplified, that is your ability, your gift, you know, what really lights you up, what's your skill, what's your, you know, what you know,
your passion.
Yeah, we're in a
choice.
Big change right now with everything. We're in a great resignation. So many people shifting, you know, their careers, and it's really important for us to feel into what we give our energy to. And I've been really feeling into that and appreciating.
Ooh, two.
Nice.
Woo!
Woo!
Nice.
And the two portal, you know, that we're all in. So yeah, I'm really appreciating everyone that serves in these moments. Like, you know, even that delivery driver, you know, and just like that taxi person, or, you know, and that person.
That trucker on that road in Ottawa.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Anywhere on the planet, like.
Without truckers, you get nothing. You get nothing. And so, you know, appreciate everyone for their service. And let's just keep making it grander, keep making it better, keep making it more inclusive, keep making it more unified, you know, get more brilliant with our resources and how to use it. And let's level up our society to a level 1 society where we're now finally giving more, producing more than what we're, you know, receiving. Mm-hmm. That's the point. When you get to 51-49 and you're like you're giving 51% and you're receiving 49% of it, then you're finally going to continuously increase upon that. And then what you can do with that extra is that's it. It's and then it's eternal. It's beyond. You know, and that's math.
Expand, and that's like how the universe works. It doesn't stop expanding, and that's something we have to really accept. You know, change. Like I remember being in school and learning all this like crap literally by year, starting at like, I don't know, 300 before Christ or something, and then you learn like all these years and the rise of the Roman Empire and the fall of the Roman Empire, like all those events where we've seen like huge cultures be there and then not be there. We have all those like Mayan temples that we can't even like grasp. How was life on this planet back in the time of the Mayans? We don't know. It's been like so many generations back. So funny thing is, for example, the Pluto return for a planet is a huge energy, and you've been hearing us for a long moment about that if you've, you know, listened to us.
If you've listened to anyone for years.
Right, and the interesting thing is like the Roman Empire, when their Pluto return happened, they fell.
Yep.
They crumbled. It was the end.
Yet, the last time the Pluto return happened was in the American Revolution, where America was created.
Yes, exactly. So like that's the
So there we are.
It came-
And that what I read too was that the Great Resignation is happening. So a shit ton of people are quitting their jobs, and they're mainly people like 50 years old, really, because they're early retirees, is a symptom of this extreme capitalism we've been in. This just like this assault of capitalism, just like in your face, uber expensive, uber on, New York boarded up. I mean, how much of Saks Fifth Avenue, and that whole entire area right there and all is boarded up now? How many different places are just shutting down? How many places were too big for their britches and now don't exist anymore or have been sold off? What's changing? What are we shifting into? And it's a great question, because if that's what drove people to retire early and end their like whole materialistic cycle, then we need to reevaluate how we're living life. And it's a big thing, because we've lived in the past 110 years with this way of manufacturing goods on a production line that's fast, quick, and we make more of it than it's asked for, and then we market it to people. And it needs to change, because we can't keep living that lifestyle. And we need to appreciate information more now in this new age, in this Pluto return, now going into Aquarius. We need to appreciate this water bearer, okay, that's bringing all
Water
this...
tiger.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's all lining up, and it's like the wisdom is being poured, and you're going to learn more. So that's the whole point. You have to learn that the water is consciousness, and we're all becoming more conscious and aware, and it's within, and we're learning, rehearting ourselves with this technology, I feel, and getting out of stuff and learning experiences too. That experiences matter more than anything else.
And why does it matter? Because experiences is where true wisdom comes from. Like, you can gain knowledge as much as you want by reading books and listening to people and all that kind of stuff, but ultimately true wisdom, where that it is true because you can't deny your experience, that's the wisdom. I see Bobby right now, love you so much, and how she, for example, broke out of those like very deep layers of self-hatred and not self-esteem, what is the name, having body shame,
a negative self-image, which has become a big issue in our society.
Absolutely. And like, she is such a warrior, where she's in this like new level and broke through a lot of that. So much empowerment. So shout out, Bobby, I love you. And that's where the wisdom comes from. Like, you're personally breaking through, rising like the phoenix out of the ashes, and other people now feel that new confidence, feel that you truly know God's inside you, and your intuition is the angels talking to you, and you can trust.
Literally.
And that's the vibrational people, as well.
On your DNA.
Feel you. Yeah.
Like, we can read each other, right? Why do we say that?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's in your
The
DNA.
energy.
And if at the base core, God is within, and you are, thus. I mean, come on. Like, we are here to connect and communicate on a deeper level than you can ever imagine possible. And we all just have to stop saying that, this is the way it is, or this is just this, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I do that often, too. When it comes to things I can't really, do anything about yet. I keep going, what's the solution? What's the solution? What's the solution? What's the next level? How do I get out of that, any mindset or belief system about how it's going to affect me or something? Like, just let's be one with each other, and let's figure out what we can do together,
17
Connect.
on Facebook.
I appreciate that.
Love you all.
Appreciate that. Thanks, Facebook, for keeping it rolling. That's where we're at right now. So please share and share and share, and give that like if you haven't already. Subscribe and hit that little bell so that you can be rehearted of all the new videos that come out whenever they do, because we don't know when we go live. It's usually in the morning around now. Before this, who knows though. So stick around and keep getting involved, everyone. And if you'd like to be more involved, really highly recommend the Crystal Schools. Half off this whole year, 2022. This is time to get involved, invest in yourself, invest in your children and their future, and just learn more higher dimensional, perspectives on how to do a lot of things, how to adult, even how to parent, how to child, all of that. you know?
How to be mature in childlike wonder.
Nice. I like that. That's the point.
That's
the
That's a big
crystallization.
one. How can you be mature and in childlike wonder? Because you either become like this adult version of being way too serious, or this childish version of like not being serious enough. You know, like, it's kind of like this middle thing of
Yes, because then
being
you're
grown up means, you know,
it's then childish behavior. You know, it's not childlike wonder, because you're not like in wonder, like, yay, what's this new thing? What's this new thing? Like, I'm in the present moment. Like, it's all good. Like, oh, okay, I'm up again. Bye-bye. You know, I'm going to go run now. Versus this, like, you're trying to prove something when you're in childishness. There's something that's underlining that you're not dealing with, that's just coming out, and then it just ends up being dysfunctional. And it's okay, you know, in the end that, you know, it happens, because then, yeah. And
it's just funny.
it is. And it's okay, because then you can look at it. Like, you have to realize it's going to keep happening until you look at it. It's going to be in your face. And then learn to walk away and stop, you know, recreating it. And be in wonder. That's what I really feel. It's like, no shit, it's childish to keep like going at it back and forth, because what else are you going to expect through that? But if you just like walk away and you just go, you know, have a moment, however that is, aware of that is, you know, you can go into a lot of wonder with that, and let it just kind of like whatever happened, just let it go, and just
and it's
you
like,
know, let it flow.
Going out of there into there. That's what Mom always said, and it's so simple. Like,
and connecting them too, in a way. Get out of it so that you can connect them. Because the only way you can get back into divine intelligence is when you're back in your heart first and foremost. It's first and foremost a heart-centered feeling, experience, intuition, consciousness, you know, vibration being pulsated out. And then once you level that up, you reach that level where you can get back to your own crown. And that's what I feel we really, again, the crystal schools.
Brain.
Yeah, because we've been living in the lower chakras. Everything out there tells you how to live in the lower chakras, how to get to the root, you know, how to stay grounded. Yeah, sure, how to get whatever you need, abundance. And then, like, you know, your creativity has to get really creative there. Yeah, let's do something. Let's keep going. But do we know how to love? Do we know how to express our own truth? Do we know how to have this divine insight within? Right? And then ultimately just receive that information from a higher level, a higher, you know, power, a higher source. So you're going to let that come in.
Power.
Rather than just be like, yeah, I'm here, you know, yeah. Are you going to open up? Are you going to open it up? So I'm done. I'm out. Drop the mic. Okay, thank you.
Open up. Well, maybe you want to open up to a cool article, a cool channeling, and an amazing synchronicity, which have been off chart. Like, it's been so crazy with like synchronicities day after day, like this, that, with one person, the next person. Like, it's amazing. I'm so grateful. And, you know, that's, if you'll really allow yourself to get out of that mind and those limitations, you are able to see the magic in all those little things. So what I want to share right now is, like I said, a beautiful synchronicity, because I wrote a channeling, and then afterwards Hope shared with me this article, which is basically looking at the month of February as quantum human design evolution report. Quantum human design looks at, you know, similar to your chakra, similar to your human, to your gene keys. Like, it's another way of looking at your divine blueprint, simply as that, seeing where your strengths are. It's really fascinating. Like, the human design really, the human design really, you know, helps you find out more about your soul. I can't get it. And this one is very much for the collective, about the month of February. Each quarter represents the work that needs to be done in order to manifest the fulfillment of our goals for the annual solar cycle. We arrive on the doorstep of February at the beginning of the first creative quarter in the human design year, the quarter of possibility, the Pluto return for the United States, and a Venus-Mars conjunction that promises to highlight the theme of intimacy, community, and connection, and the stories we tell ourselves about our value and love worthiness. The human design year is divided into 4 creative quarters. Each quarter represents the work that needs to be done in order to manifest the fulfillment of our goals. Here, the quarter of possibility is highlighted by the gates of the emotional solar plexus, the gates of the will and chi center that represents self-regulation and higher purpose, gates in the sacral, which represents obligation, completion, and innovation, and mental gates that invoke possibility thinking. So you have like those 4 quarters. And then he goes on, I am a gardener. The rhythm of my year is dictated by planting cycles. As a resident of the Northern Hemisphere, this time of year is the planning part of my garden. I spend weekends studying heirloom seed catalogs and plotting my garden beds. The quarter of possibility, which we're in, is similar to studying seed catalogs. We've been contemplating last year and evaluating what worked and what didn't, so reflecting. Now we're preparing the soil to receive the seeds of our creativity and clarity. We're planning. We're setting intentions and cultivating the faith to do the work to bring into form the dreams we nurtured all winter. So it's really the spring energy coming in. And at the same time, this kind of like feeling it out and getting that clarity. And I do want to share kind of like, I guess, a poem or something as a confirm of the same type of energy. Here we go. It feels like the eye of the storm. The surrounding mountain ranges are completely swallowed by thick snow clouds by now, putting me in a globe-like atmosphere. Contained, quarantined, or even isolated, it feels like today. A day out of time and space, and a day out of time and a space out of matter. The void or 0 point energies, holding through the high waves of solar flares incoming. It's a momentum building up and asking you every day anew to listen, to allow yourself to dive in this space of love, remain still and open in heart, allowing everything that isn't cleared, healed, and forgiven to show up, show the face and be faced, felt, and brought to focus for a divine moment. Then be ready to release, to empty fully your being in all its depth into the Creator's hands, into the one river of life, and allow it to flow. What is yours, your love to hold, will stay. Through this process, we are asked to fully trust and surrender the momentum energy of the 0 point to become our inner, peaceful, centered space. Not empty, but a beginning filled in abundance with all opportunities. From the 0 point on, like from a winter's harsh frost, it can only get brighter, lighter, and we raise higher. The energy of spring is already in the air, for the fruits of tomorrow are the seeds of today. Envision the empty void within as the well-nourished and fertile soil in which you can now bring in your seeds, your dreams and visions of the greatest, grandest version of yourself. The gray snow globe around feels like the cleansing energy before the grandest spring sun appears. Tap into the new beginning, the new chance to become who you truly are in all your colors and high vibrations. Welcome these energies, integrate them. There's nothing more important than your true, authentic soul spark, part of God. Release the dark to let the light flood you in every call. Keep shining bright, beloved God child. Love you all.
Love you. Thanks, Kat.
Yay.
Thanks, Kat. Anyway. I don't understand anymore. Moving along.
Nice. Jera says, keys. Feeling every thinking about my love has won. Beautiful, magical miracles. Beautiful messages. Love you. We love you too. Or just keep on trucking. Oh no. Just get this back up and running up here. There we go. I do have a video if we fail to play.
There's a lot going on.
I know. I don't even
I
want to
love
get
it.
involved.
I'm just. I know exactly, and I love, and because I realized I was like, you know what? I'll just text it because I love doing that, like on the stream, just like
Right.
interacting and like because there is a lot
We
of questions.
here
I love your
love
questions.
you. Please,
I don't. You know, at the
if
end of the
there is
day,
something.
you know, there is something, and just like simply put, when it comes to people who want to come on here and just like be trash, it's like we just don't want to deal with it, man. Like it's just not necessary. And like anyone's interrogating questions about like what we do or don't do, let me just make it real simple for
Why do you
everyone.
don't just listen?
Right, exactly.
Like,
You don't
what-
have to keep
what are we
asking your
doing? We're
questions.
sharing.
But like I'm so cool with just sharing about our life and what's going on and everything because everyone's always so
funny.
curious and has this misrepresentation because of things they've heard before. And, you know, at this point, you know, now we're just like pretty simple, you know, and like clean. You know, like that's really literally what we do. Like most of the time is like clean. Like that's what we do with our time, which is awesome.
Create content.
Yeah,
you
create
know, like check
content.
it out. If you want to know what we're doing, let me pull up some links
Like-
for you.
Like getting
we
businesses
have
going.
the Crystal School, for example, right here. Is it the right one? Yes, it's the right one.
Nice.
So if you really are interested in more that we're doing, which, like I said, first listen and then you know, you're like, you already know what we're
there.
doing. We're sharing truth in the present moment for you to receive. But we do have also a Crystal School curriculum. So we're working on a every month new curriculum for children, for adults feeling like children, for whoever is resonating with it and that wants to learn more about how to be your greatest, grandest version, how to be truly divine and, you know, not hateful, not in separation, but in, you know, in trust to your inner God self and trust to life, the joy, how to transform energies. There's so much on the Mother Earth Crystal School. So check it out. That is one avenue, for example. And then we also have a general website, 5dfulldisclosure.org, with shares workshops. It shares classes. We have mentorship programs. There's so much going on. I know it's a lot, but if you really, you know, are curious, then take that time, you know, have an hour at night or something, or in the evening after work, whatever, where you really want to just feel it out. Like, that's the thing, feel it out. You got to stop yourself from asking all those 1,000 questions, because that's your ego trying to put it in certain, you know, like drawers and boxes. Read it yourself, like reshare beautiful channelings and stuff like that, and
Cool.
beautiful videos as well.
Beautiful videos. I'm so grateful I just put that up there.
Yay.
That's cool.
Um,
Oh, what a production. I mean, just like
Awesome.
so many moments of perfecting the production, and like this is a passion for everyone here. And what's the ultimate passion really? Is to like create content. And like this has been our way to just like organically just like put it all out there. And I really do appreciate all of you that are here and that are with us and that want to continue with us and continue going along, because this is really like the one thing that I've, you know, been involved in where it is all about bringing everyone together and sticking together so that you can get to that next point and be spiritually fulfilled ultimately. You know, and all those other avenues, we can touch upon those too, whatever it is you'd like to do. I would love to talk to any of you if you're interested more in business and doing more business and getting involved in 5D business and making 5D businesses and expanding that. And, we have a lot of things that you can get more involved in too with that, with a lot of community and unity and with the councils.
Community. I don't
That's
know
true.
the link for that.
To communicate in unity is community.
Right.
That is it.
That's
that is
beautiful.
It. Oof, that
That's
feels so
beautiful.
good. So join us and be more involved. We're not enrolling right now for the councils, and
No, enrollment is closed right now, but you can totally check out the website. Like there's
Right.
free resources there, and just what it is, mission statement, and like what we do, and it's a lot of just like laying energetic foundations in this whole shifting process that not only focus on oneself, but that focus truly on what is highest and best for each and everyone out there. And like I said, we have the crystal schools with content for the young people. We're trying to connect to more teenagers, and we watched a show yesterday from Aurora and Hope, and I so agree with you, Aurora. Like, it's crazy how deep this like wound and trigger is if like an adult being is trying to connect to a teenager. Meanwhile, we just remember our time as a teenager, and sorry, but how fucked it was, and like how hard it is, how we have so many things internally going on that we don't necessarily share, even with our parents or best friends, like whatever it is. And we're just here to help all of humanity. Doesn't matter if you're 101, if you're 17, if you're 5, if you're 37, if you're 41, if you're 22. Like, it doesn't matter what you think. We're here to offer all of you wisdom and awareness and love, and we just want to create community. Beautiful community. And I remember, like I said, my teen years, I was doing a lot of research, deep state, reptilian, all that kind of stuff, and ultimately was a lot of confused in my own being. And I would have loved to have someone who I just truly feel safe and secure with, that I can share, and a platform that even allows me to connect to other teenagers across the planet and have this this community, like all of us. Like, we don't exclude anyone, so don't be triggered if we're like including and inviting everyone. Love you all.
Oh no, I exclude takers.
Oh yeah, I mean, no ego, nana.
I'll say that, and because I got to protect my own energies, and I've definitely made my own decisions like that, and I want to change, and but I'm gonna be good. If someone's there to take, then I'm good, man. I'm at that point where I'm just like, I'll just walk away. That's because otherwise it's just too much, and you don't know what's gonna happen with it, and it's not right. It's not real, and it's gonna turn into some poopy, and we don't need that. No, we want to work together, learn the value of each other.
See God in oneself and in each other, and treat oneself and each other as we would God. Really unconditionally, truly love. And always give a little extra, which we do right now, all the way till Valentine's Day. Is that February 14th?
What?
Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So February 14th all the way until there, we have 25% off of our product store, which are beautiful candles, for example, which are beautiful pyramids, plasma healing pens, amazing stuff. Just simply come and check it out for yourself. Always give a little extra. And then I lost the video again, but that's okay.
You lost the video.
It's all good.
Okay, I was gonna try to rhyme, but I didn't. So.
Oh no, there was no rhyme.
No, I apologize for not being on point. It was a joke.
That's fine. Here it is.
The yolk's
here
on
it is.
me.
You got yolk on you. You better wash it off.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much.
Here we go. I can pull it up. Always make
Stay
sure.
clean.
Yeah, it's just to say, make sure
Yeah.
you clean it. It was really crazy. Like in the morning, sometimes there's like so much energy coming in, and when you're like just coming to get into your body, a lot of collective thought even is able to come through to you. So shower meditations. Highly recommend shower meditations, just as like setting intentions of cutting cords with any thought loops, with any lower energies, and really feeling into the fact that the water is washing it all away. Sounds crazy and simple. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
I love amazing.
And that's what Mom said too, like, get up, have a shower,
Yes.
wash it all away.
Wash it all away. Even if it's just that's it. You know? Like jumping in the water.
I got it. All right.
Go for it. Let's do it. Woo!
Love you all. We have a beautiful message about humanity's return to love, mirroring love.
An important message from the Earth Allies. Humanity's return to love, mirroring love. Yesterday, we performed a special ceremony to assist humanity in these full moon energies, to release the ego and consciousness, and remember their love. We did a gratitude prayer for humanity's awakening into all love is on planet Earth, equal heart. Humanity's return to love, mirroring love. Look inside and you will see. Your greatest gift you will receive. Jump into the oneness energy and you will discover your real family there. As we have always been, we are here. Awaken and be free. The God in me sees the God in you. When you first meet me on the street, you may not know my name. I am your reflection in the grand scheme of things. You are me, just a reflection of what grand is becoming to mean. A light, a truth, of unconditional love in action. For what I give you in those moments is me, naked and free, gentle and kind, honest as can be. Just a reflection of the miracles to come, the future we have all been dreaming of. This beautiful love connecting like notes of a beautifully written song. And it's true. We are heading for magical times, you and I. Just a reflection to heal and to love, to leave all hearts open, and truth to flood the walls. We are a reflection of love, no need to hide. It's time to reveal all of our colors, for we are of the light. Healing each other as we look into the eyes. The windows of our souls are now being realized. We have chosen love over fear. Just a reflection of the abundance beginning to flow, like giant rivers flooding into eternity, together and free. We see the truth, you and I, of the brightest light from above. I see God in you. I must see it in me. Written in loving service to humanity, we are one, and we love you unconditionally. Love, the Earth Allies.
Woo! Woo! Sorry. Not sorry.
Stop! Sorry! I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But you gotta stop doing that.
All right, get it together.
Okay, sounds good. That was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. I was excited
Yes,
too.
just because you said about the pyramid. Guys, wow, speechless. Mom, on point. On point. I didn't even know that. It sounds like original, like her written poem, story. Is it still like YouTubers?
No, I'm just responding to Bobby.
Oh, I love you, Bobby.
Yeah, I love you,
Share some
Bobby.
comments. I don't have my phone on.
Oh,
Please. Share. It's
Okay.
a gathering for everyone.
there's just a lot going on. I'm a little confused.
Nice. There we go. Wow. Wow. Cool. Looks like a rainbow star.
I said the Trinity. So that's
I was talking about Trinity.
yeah, it's
Here.
like the really interesting part of Zelda again. We were just talking about that. You know, you have the feminine aspect and the masculine aspect, and in there, and it's just we all have to realize that we're all part of a very firm base of a divinity that is a triangle. Like everything is based on that. It's like the most solid of all structures. And that's just what we're trying to do our best to get back. And we are. All those pieces that we lost. Please, this one's amazing.
Trinity. Body, brain, and spirit are brought into line and connected for greater manifestation within reality. This is the energy of regeneration. To move beyond the present into the future, the spirit of action that asks that you extend yourself. You have gone through a rebirth and you have the opportunity to express your new self in new ways. The dynamics of movement call for your juggling several aspects of your life. Interesting. I love this. Beautiful deck. I don't even know who made them, but I really love that they're like circular and those beautiful mandalas. Nice, very nice, beautiful. Confirmed too for like mom's video. The healer inside. Ooh, there is purple in here and all kinds of other
That's a trip.
colors. What did it say? The healer within.
Mm-hmm.
Here. To heal is to begin with yourself and to allow creation to flow. Balance and healing are at work within. Manifestation is at hand. To heal, to be healed, the power and process are within. You need to only claim it. Healing is the growth process wherein you balance and expand your reality. Balance has been found and healing is taking place. A lesson is released. To heal is to let go and to grow beyond the limitations you set for yourself. Wow, I love it. That's beautiful. Get
That's
in
been the big
humanity.
theme. That's been the biggest theme. Is like just stop limiting yourself. Stop putting restrictions on yourself. We've been living in restrictions. We've been living in this paradigm, and it needs to end, and we need to shift forward. That's lovely. That's awesome. This is it. Universal healing. It's like the next level to that card.
Universal healing. So healing within, and the next one is
Look at it. It
universal
looks like-
healing.
dude,
and
you
the
can
Trinity.
see it. Literally is the next level up. It's the same
Wow.
colors. And the original Trinity one is the exact same pattern on the back of each card. If you
Oh,
look
I
at that,
see, yeah.
which is it's just whew,
What am I looking for?
universal healing.
Universal healing, as I have it. A healing within gives new wholeness to the self. You need to only reach for a limitless well of energy. Healing brings release and new growth. There is a connection with nature as the healing within takes place. With healing, you draw peace to your soul. You were created through a healing process. You heal as you evolve. So big time for healing, for being honest, releasing anything lower and only allowing the love in, and just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming in the river of love. Awesome. Trinity, healer within, universal healing. Thank you all. Thank you, Mom, for this message on point. I'm gonna drop the link in the chats, I feel. We do have the 25% off, and then we do have a workshop that George is gonna do. I don't have the graphic up yet. I see. Do I? Let me see. I don't feel so. But it is a quantum healing workshop where basically, like, if you really want to dive into deep that inner healing and learning about your inner healing energies, energy understanding, George definitely has the insight. I'm super excited for it. Is it going to start tomorrow?
I don't know.
We love
George?
you though.
Everyone's listening. We love you, man.
Awesome. Anyways, we will have roadside nuggets this afternoon. We will have tomorrow back Jeri and Buddha, and we're very grateful to have spent this lovely time with all of you. And we love you, trolls. We love you, angels. We love all of you, no matter who you are and where you're from. We love you.
Yes. We love you all. I've been having so much fun today. This has been awesome with everyone and connecting.
Are there like comments you would good comments you want to share?
No.
At the end.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'll check Facebook. I'm on YouTube right now, just like connecting.
Oh, good. It's right
with
there.
With the one guy on there that goes by Twist and just living out in islands off of the UK and just talking about
sweet.
the just investments he's made and how like the COVID has like changed it all. You know, he's had to restructure the whole portfolio, and fascinating information. Love to talk to you more, brother. I'm gonna drop my email to you so that you can send me an email. I'm gonna do it right now.
Thank you all. Love you all. Change is coming. Change is within. And one thing that never change is it will always keep changing. We're always going to keep evolving and raising our frequencies and let go of the crap. Check out all the resources. We love you so much. Thank you for being with us today. See you soon.
And incoming 5D news. Live.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the live seminar.
All right, the quantum healing.
Quantum healing tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Join us, please.
Check it out on the website.
Love you all. Thank you. Have a grand day.
Woo!
Woo!
5,
6,
7,
8.
Mama, 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 mama. Hey, love is one. Mama, 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 mama. Hey.